everybody, welcome to month 9 of the coronavirus pandemic. We're still here in the Providence kitchen, and we took a little break after Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for all of your support. It was incredible. We cooked more turkeys than I've cooked in the previous 50 years of my life. It was insane. We thank you for your support, and I couldn't be more proud of the team here at Providence for what they did and have the way everybody chipped in. Anyway, let's talk about this week's menu. This week we're celebrating black truffles. The season has just started, and the truffles are actually looking really, really great. We have a source here in Los Angeles, another source in New York that have gotten us some incredibly beautiful, very mature, very flavorful truffles, and so we've used them in every course of the menu. So I'll just quickly talk about the courses. The first course is going to be this beautiful tart of chanterelle and leek and lots of Parmesan, and of course black truffle, which we're going to cover the entire surface of the tart with before we send it to you, and we're going to serve with this beautiful little salad of herbs. And then we have duck from Liberty Farms, which is one of our favorite purveyors. We've been using Jim Reichardt's ducks for 15 years here at Providence. I'm proud to call Jim a friend. He's maybe the best duck farmer in the country, and that's what we're going to be serving today with a choux farci. And choux farci just means stuffed cabbage, and inside that cabbage you're going to find duck liver, black truffle of course, mushroom, Madeira, port wine, all these wonderful wintry flavors that complement truffle very well. We're serving with a duck choux that's also finished with port wine, and that's where I'm going to start in terms of reheating. So you'll see the duck is already roasted and sliced, and it's underneath this leaf of cabbage, which we have brushed with duck fat and we've seasoned with sea salt. And we've done that for a couple of reasons. Number one, because the cabbage is delicious and it's perfectly edible, and I want you to eat it when we plate this dish up. And then number two, the cabbage, it serves to protect the duck while it's in the oven. So you're going to want to put this in the oven for about 5 minutes to reheat the duck and to reheat the choux farci. That duck, during that time, because it's protected by cabbage, it won't lose its beautiful rosy color. That's why we cover it with the cabbage. So I'm going to pop it into a 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes. And while it's in there reheating, I'm going to finish the tartlet for you. Salad's going to come. It's got beautiful herbs, a lot of the stuff that we should grow upstairs on the rooftop garden. We also have beautiful frisee chidori kale from our friends at the Garden of. And you're just going to dump it in a bowl. We're going to give you a little sea salt. You put a little sea salt in there. We're going to give this lovely little red wine vinaigrette that Cynthia made for us. And you're going to take a couple spoons and you're just going to toss the salad like that, just very lightly. If you like, you can put a couple of fresh turns of black pepper there. And you're just going to gather up the greens and you're going to put them right beside the tart, like that. The tart, by the way, it's great at room temperature. So just when you bring this meal home to your house, you can, if you're not going to eat right away, if you're going to eat several hours later, that's fine. You can refrigerate the duck. You can refrigerate whatever else you want, but don't refrigerate the tart. Let the tart sit at room temperature. We're going to bake them as close to the time of pickup as we can, so they're going to come to you. They're going to be still a little bit warm. By the time you get them home, they'll set, and that's how you want to leave them. If you put them in the refrigerator, it'll get really cold, and it won't be as delicious as it otherwise would if you just left it out. These truffles have just been sliced and then marinated with olive oil and salt, and that softens them, it makes them darker, and it brings out their aroma. You put them in the refrigerator, you'll lose a lot of that aroma. It's just like a tomato. You don't refrigerate tomatoes, don't refrigerate the truffles once they've been cooked this way. All right? If you like, there's a little extra vinaigrette. You could drizzle maybe a little bit of vinaigrette, just maybe a little bit on top of the tart, and you can maybe put a little bit on the plate if you like. Entirely up to you, but it definitely will complement all of the flavors in the tart very, very well. You could also finish, if you like, with just the tiniest little bit of Maldon salt. All right? And then for bread service, we have these beautiful brioche rolls that Mac made, which I suggest right before you eat them, maybe while the duck is warming, pop these in the oven. And then it's got a lovely black truffle butter. Just tear these up, maybe cut them right down the middle, slather them with that rich black truffle butter, and you're gonna enjoy it. Now, the only other part of the only other two elements of the duck are this cauliflower puree right here, which we're giving to you in a deli cup. So if you like, you can just take the lid off and then put it back on, just sort of, not all the way, just sort of rest it on top of the container. And then pop this in your microwave for maybe a minute, give it a stir, ready for the plate. you mind plugging that in? Let's check our duck. Look, so the duck's getting hot. You can see the cabbage is now much more translucent, but look at the color of the duck. The color, that rare, is still there. And I'm gonna leave it in there just another minute or so just to get hot. Do we have ignition? It's on? Thank you, Miller. That's Miller. So here we go, here's our plate. There's a big, beautiful black truffle. And then, I also have this lovely duck sauce that we finished with port wine. And there's black truffle in there, of course. And this, you can either put it in a saucepan and just gently heat it on your stove. Don't boil it, just bring it to temperature. That's all you gotta do. Or if you like, pop it in the microwave with the cauliflower puree. I won't be mad at you. This is hot. So we can start out with the cauliflower puree. Just give it a little stir. It's properly seasoned, you don't have to worry about that. All you gotta do is get it on the plate. If you like, you can do this however you want. If you want to be fancy, you can try to do like little dropped quenelles the way we would in the kitchen here, like that. And this cauliflower puree, the cauliflower is actually cooked with cream. It's got anchovy and caper in it, so it's super savory, lots of flavor. You're gonna enjoy that. Put it on your toast in the morning if you like, if you have any left over. And then we have the duck. So now, this leaf right here, I would just take it off the duck and then just kind of lay it on a plate like that. Just make it look pretty. And then you can lay the duck across it, like so. I don't know, I haven't played this before, so we'll just figure it out as we go. That looks pretty good. Then we'll take the choux farci, and we could put that right here maybe, just like that. And then we'll take our lovely hot duck sauce, and I would definitely want to just drizzle it all over the duck like that and let it sort of like run down onto the plate. Maybe glaze the choux farci a little bit with it, and that's it. That's the dish. Now, last thing is the dessert. We did a black truffle menu earlier this year at the end of truffle season in the southern hemisphere when we had Australian truffles. So you'll remember this dessert. So this is the black truffle creme caramel. So in order to get it out of here, just run a knife all around the edge like that, very carefully. Then flip it over on the plate. Probably won't come out until you pierce it like this. And there you go. And then I want you to take just a little bit more of this fleur de sel and just season the top of the flan like that. So there you have it. So there you have it. That's our black truffle menu, the second one for 2020. Everybody stay home, only go out to grab your groceries and pick up dinner. Wear a mask, take care of each other, love each other, and hopefully 2021 will be way better than 2020. Obviously, it can't get much worse. So enjoy yourself, enjoy this meal, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.